The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down, Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 5 yards. A good run there. Now 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Vikings nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Green Bay.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
To Robert Tonyan.
Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Packers 13. Vikings nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
Yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because
clash of bodies here, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got
to get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes. passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Vikings, nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
Interception thrown by Cousins. Now, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
Rolling to his left. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Vikings nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Take it. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon. 38 yards. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
2-point conversion.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
By Shelby Harris.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 14. Packers 10.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers again now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got pulled on that one.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Denver.
Lock now on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth. This is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Crosby for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Packers 24, Broncos 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, it's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out right at the 35. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They do go for it. It's Locke. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And again, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed. Name, how about your respect? Give them more than what.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Block working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The end result, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
The 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. 47 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Crosby for the extra point.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
At their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Packers 14, Lions nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Complete.
17 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ball carrier,
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stafford on 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
23 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
From the red zone now, Stafford buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's Swift. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Escaping the pressure. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
1st and 10 at the 30.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Stafford. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Again, it's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And he finds Danny Amendola. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Past the 20, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 71 yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Alan Lazard. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job,
play.
Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try to run with Swift. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Packers
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
Rodgers pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Rodgers to throw once more.
At the 36-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 50 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. This is Bawden. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Stafford on 1st down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped immediately there. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To the 49.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Preston Smith there on the stop. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
And the Lions 1st down. Today's final score, Lions 20.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the score. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 14.
His pass caught at the 4. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That 2nd down play, nets a -4. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety foul.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play. Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd.
To throw is Jackson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Aaron Jones on
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Davante Adams, 44 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Packers 7, Ravens 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Kevin King with a pick. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Rodgers.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Ravens 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And this throw will be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the
throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jackson's going to look to run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson running again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the move to his left. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
23. Ravens 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue?
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
At the 43-yard line.
Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Packers.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?